Hey awesome people, and welcome to Without Within. It's about 15-minute indie visual novel kind of game, and it's a starry night. Vinty, the chants of my fans, so I'm guessing the main character's called Vinty, echoed through the door in front of me. One of my two bodyguards wrapped his hand around the doorknob, then stroked lightly. Yep, not that kind of game. Please prepare yourself, Miss Vinty. Once I open this door, we'll head straight for our limo. They're quite posh. The door had no reason to fret. I had long since grown used to these crowds. Still, I nodded to put him at ease. After taking a deep breath, he pushed the door open. And here he is, the main protagonist of our story, with a bunny there. A crowd of hundreds raised their cameras as soon as I stepped out. My guards waved their arms to steer him away. This red carpet was for me to walk on after all. I blew a kiss for all these starstruck peasants. She's quite up herself so far. Miss Vinty, please let me hurry, my bodyguard said. Too bad for him, I strutted along like a model on a catwalk. Do that strut. A group of reporters managed to worm through the crowd. They'd now tiptoed over my guards in hope of scoring that exclusive. Vinty, how did it feel to have won another choreographer of the year award? A reporter asked me. Before I could answer, another dozen people shouted over at each other, hoping for my attention. Vinty, may I get a photo with you? Can you sign some autographs for my kids? And two for me, of course. I can't believe I'm standing this close to Vinty. My fans stamped their dirty shoes over the red carpet. That's going to take some dry cleaning with them kind of stains. Finally, my bodyguards pulled out their pepper sprays to keep these fans in check. A young male reached in my direction despite having spray aimed at his face. Rather admirable for a peasant, I extended a hand for his male fan to kiss. Unfortunately for him, he fainted at the sight of my perfectly polished nails. This is definitely daydreaming by now. I reached my limousine at last. My bodyguard opened the door for me, and as I climbed in, my trading fans snapped as many photos as they could. Miss Vinty, the crowd chanted as my car pulled up. How odd they never referred to me as Miss. Oh great, my graceful present must have been too much for their sanity, their poor things. Miss Vinty, that's still happening a lot in the story, and ... And she's just woken up, like I was saying, she was daydreaming, in a damp, kind of city kind of room, ... And there's kind of a figurine over there. I know what they're called, but I can't quite think right now. Something like cuboid or something, I've got no idea. Some part of Japanese culture. Oh, well, I had fun while it lasted. At least I got to ride for a limousine for a good 30 seconds. In real life, my only registered vehicle was, well, my 10-year-old bicycle. My apartment had no space for a car anyway. I had a bicycle once, I rode into the hedge, and then gave up. Actually, this single room with cracked walls might be an insult to the world apartment. Pull up these curtains for a spectacular $1 view. It's always my luck as well that we always get the view right near the wheelie bins. The view of the wheelie bins and rotten fits. Featuring a sewage pipe, yep, that's probably the main thing of a hotel room window, and the wall tainted with yellow. Just open the window if you want to smell the sewage as well. A breathtaking experience. That's pretty much every single hotel I've ever stayed in. By the way, sorry, I need to take back the one room thing. This place actually has 2 rooms. Thank you very much. The second room happened to be a toilet. Seriously, doesn't have to be poo or wee in a chamber pot. That still counted, right? The toilet clogged 3 times a month, so be careful when using it. I'm sure that's a city experience. Miss Vinty, a woman's voice echoed from outside. She was no fan, but rather my landlady. I glanced over at my clock. 6 AM. Waiting another hour or two would have been nice. She probably wanted to tell me about another rent rise. Nothing good ever came from that woman's mouth. I'd better be off, staying in bed. So we can either rise or shine or stay in bed. I'm going to be a lazy effer and stay in bed. I snuggled back into my blanket. The landlady could knock all she wanted, but my focus was on my calligraphy dreams. So poor landlady, she has to outside while I was snooze. That's perfect. Is that a drawn-on window behind? I've got no idea. I had no time for these common folk matters. She thinks herself highly. A week later, turned out the landlady was chasing me for my rent. By the time I'd realised she had already evicted me, and now I live on my streets, but nothing with my calligraphies. Wow, I feel poor for the girl because she stayed in bed for one day on my decision. In the past few nights I've been freezing cold, so it's probably be eating her calligraphy papers right now, and I ran for tissues to wipe my runny nose with. To make things worse, I could feel my head heating up for an upcoming fever. Might I interest you in buying one of my works? I've got a 2-for-1 deal today. I'm pretty sure you're going to have to eat them and use them as toilet paper. Bad end. Oh, that went a bit shit. So yeah, without within. A bit of a preview for you. I'll do another part soon. So enjoy. Hope you had